Reach the World is a nonprofit organization that brings the experiences of travelers around the world to the classroom. Their partnership with PS157 in the South Bronx has opened the eyes of the students to travel to many countries. Currently, the students are learning about the Arctic and North Pole.
We actually began this exercise about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, when all of these students in this classroom created artwork just to say, what do you think the Arctic looks like? And they just created artwork, and then we put it together and actually gave it to the explorers before they took off for the Arctic. And they will actually receive that artwork back today with some sort of stamp that actually proves that it's been to one of the most remote parts of the world.
They're very engaged. We meet with Mr. Chris on a weekly basis, and we go through the logbooks and the photos and the pictures, and they have activities. So they have, in essence, traveled the world. They've been to Taiwan and Brazil and Australia, and we're going to Italy, and now we've been brought to the Arctic. So these kids are becoming, world travelers in a sense, where we're giving them interest in this, and hopefully creating, a interest with what they want to do as they grow up.
My students have had the opportunity to Skype with someone sitting on a beach in Malta and discuss cultural differences. They've had the opportunity to share lab results with a rig off the coast of New Zealand that was trying to determine whether there's a sunken continent there. It's impossible not to become invested in it and engaged by it. And I really think that's the purpose and what gives this program such a level of validity, is that it hooks them into the curiosity of just the world.
Today, the 5th grade class were treated to a presentation from a unique set of explorers, 7-year-old twins Olivier and Maika. For 7-year-olds, they had a lot to share.
So we were telling the 5th graders about our North Pole ranks. We had artwork, how to solve bad problems, and how cool it is, the cracks, how the airplane lands when there's bad cracks.
Reach the World has a project together with the Explorers Club. So the kids has been part of the Young Explorers program for the last 2+ years. So this is also the first time they went on so-called real field trip. So we just kind of make a decision to pick a really difficult one.
I'm really hoping that students develop an I can do it too attitude. And when you have the experience of traveling abroad, you really get to understand that people are similar to you, no matter what country they're from or what culture they're from. And so bringing the world into classrooms here in the Bronx, I think will encourage students to go explore the world for themselves.
If you're an educator or a parent and want to find out how to get Reach the World at your school, you can log on to reachtheworld.org. For Bronxnet, I'm Veronica Guiti.